flow. Let me get.
Justin. It's playing, bro.
Lease 1 beats, get 3 beats free. 3 beats free.
Remember days growing up. Think about the friends that I lost growing up. Dang, I pill to swallow, but I made it through the pain. Countless families living life trapped in pain, cause they lost a loved one, a close one to the game. Sons, fathers, and daughters got caught up, and it's a shame. Who do we blame? What do we say? Do we care? I can't tell. The games we playing. It ain't real till you get that phone call to go view the body. On your hands and knees, crying, screaming, why in the lobby? Cause the Ken was addicted to that trap life, the pack life, the gap life, burning, scheming, scamming, yeah, that life. Sorry for your loss. I know how you feel. See my man's in the casket and they gave me chills. Now I'm standing in the spot and I miss you dear. Just another day that I wish you here.
Just another day, chilling on the block, standing in the spot where my man got shot. Riding through the hood with my hand on my Glock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, gunshot. Just another day, chilling on the block, standing in the spot where my man got shot. Riding through the hood with my hand on my Glock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, gunshot. We in a black Crown Vic, 5% 10. Dogs in the kettle, man, hide on your set. Life expiration, late time to pay the rent. We said what we said and we meant what we meant. I know it sound good, but it's all bullshit. Half of these rappers don't know about kids. When I say kiss, they think makeup and shit. I'm talking kids that will break up some shit. Turn trees into sticks, dicks into clicks. Come through your gate and take all of your bricks. Your Lex and your Bent, your wife and your mint. Have you in court like I totally forget that babies is dying and mothers is crying. Grandma is sighing the death of a lion. Swear that I'm trying, might just start crying. No one's exempt when the high wings is flying. Just another day, chilling on the block, standing in the spot where my man got shot. Riding through the hood with my hand on my Glock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, gunshot. Just another day, chilling on the block, standing in the spot where my man got shot. Riding through the hood with my hand on my Glock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, gunshot.
Just another day, wishing you was dead. But it's more death coming, I can smell it in the air. I know what's next, the question is do I care? Revenge on my mind, cause stories is sounding weird. You know that I got you, so I see you when I get there. This shit here really got me fucked up in the head. There's mixed feelings in the air, cause the one that did it ain't dead. I guess cause I got a son, they thinking that I'ma stand down. Wrong, that's more reason for me to stand ground. Skizzing with this Ruger, I'm itching to put the man down. Show him stand tall, you never see me with my head down. Moral of the story, you better watch who you stand around. Cause that guy could be the one that's really scheming clown. Pop my 9 and we seeing who undefeated now. 32 in the ladder, enough bullets to go around. Let the team stay away, more bodies in the ground.
Just another day, chilling on the block, standing in the spot where my man got shot. Riding through the hood with my hand on my Glock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, gunshot. Just another day, chilling on the block, standing in the spot where my man got shot. Riding through the hood with my hand on my Glock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, gunshot.
Yeah.
What's going on with my mic? What's going on with my mic?
Yeah, you know, just hold
on.
you know, the mic check.
Mic check. Can you hear me? Cause I can't hear me.
Yeah, we probably gotta hit the thing. I think there we go.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Billions.
That track is called Gunshot.
Billions.
Lateef Billions featuring Heat the Goon and G-Man the artist.
Billions. Shout out.
Let's get it poppin'.
We thank y'all for tuning in to Billionaire Radio. It's episode 30. Taking this airplane ride with us. We appreciate y'all for that. You know, we are the infamous Troll Brothers. I'm your host, Big Arm. This is my co-host. He's a star, Lateef Billions. I'm the lad with the pad. We make it happen. This the plane ride, man. This the show that make you mad, make you cry, He ain't saying nothing today.
said,
make you laugh. He ain't there today. He's just checking his clothes out. So it's all right though. He leaves behind.
Man, it's that show, man.
Listen,
We building, man. We building.
If you're new to the channel, and if you're not new to the channel, like, comment,
Share.
there you go, share, subscribe. If you guys got the feedback like you've been giving us, keep giving us feedback. Keep commenting. If you're on Facebook, comment. If you're on YouTube, comment. If you're on Instagram, comment. Let us know what y'all think about what we talking about and how we take y'all on this ride.
Episode 30.
Episode 30, baby. Episode 30. Episode 30. You know, when the shades come off, it's serious. Just know that. So, so when we drop the intro and then the shades come off,
The lab with the pad.
yo, check out the pad next week though. I'm gonna flip it on y'all next week. It's gonna be a pad, but a different kind of pad. We want to flip
Lab
it.
with the pad.
But listen, all right. So today's show is brought to you, sponsored by An Outfit for You, a family of brands by Michael Keenan. If you want your business to be successful, make money, Michael Keenan, he's the guy to call. He makes it happen. He actually built a lot of popular fashion brands you guys like to wear, such as Hurley, WESC, Joseph Abboud, Tommy Hilfiger, Ralph Lauren, and your boy Sean John. Did I mention Steve Madden? Because yes, Steve Madden also. You guys like watching TV, you're enjoying watching TV, and as you're watching TV, keep in mind, his company is currently wardrobe styling 17 of those shows that you're watching. Like I said, I think it's more than 17, but I got it at 17. Shows such as Chicago, NCIS, Law and Order, Blue Bloods, Magna PI, SWAT, This Is Us, all the FBI shows. Like, he has a network team of executives, retail, sports, entertainment, fashion. They really make it happen. Also, this guy, I'm telling you, he has a plan. He sticks to it. Like, he follows through. How do I know? Guess what? They built my fashion line. Currently, we'll say it in stores pretty soon right now. Going through a couple negotiation processes, but, you know, it's been an ongoing process. So contact him, social media, contact him, email michael@anoutfitforyou.com. Also, go to anoutfitforyou.com. If you guys got any pain on your elbows, Hinkle Hemp Balm for pain relief. That's his buddy Patty, you know. So, on that note, yeah, what up? Yeah. How was that weekend? It was crazy, right?
Yeah.
Weekend was crazy. Weekend was crazy,
Yeah,
crazy.
It was crazy.
You know, a lot of stuff going on. Of course, I don't like that. Hey, guess what? So, what I was saying, you know, Jay-Z's now in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah. I saw the speech.
And, you know, I mean, I posted on my page, so, because a lot of people want to really know what it said. So, you know, and I'm just like, do you realize that they're now classifying, like, once you get to a certain brand of rap, they call it everything rock and roll. Once upon a time, rock and roll was broken down to different categories. Like, all right, rock and roll, hip hop. Like, but when you get to a certain point, it's like you're in a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Right.
Like, what do you think about that? It's like, do you feel like it's like now they claiming it, like, okay, you're not a rapper right now, you're rock and roll. Like, because that's major.
Nah.
Chuck Berry, just think of it. James, like, rock and roll is a whole big thing.
I just think it was his version of rock and roll. In my opinion. I think it's variations to it.
I just think when you reach so many sales on the pop charts, they just call it rock and roll. Like, when you sell that many, it's like, yeah, you're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because you crossed over to pop music and you appealed to another audience. So, like, oh, you also did this.
I think it has to do with the samples and the soundtracks that you use for your music. Serious, bro.
I love how your brain works, man. But it definitely goes by sales. But I'm bringing this up because
I don't think you can be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame without being rock and roll.
Jay-Z, we all know is not rock and roll.
He is rock and roll.
No, he's not rock and roll. And that's what Dave Chappelle was talking about. Dave Chappelle said, listen, he's ours. Like, you can't he's ours. So he's
why can't he still be ours though? Just because that's major. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is major. That's major. would take. So just because it's rock and roll, do you even know who invented rock and roll? Us. That's us.
All right, but I don't care who invented it. Jay-Z doesn't make rock and roll music. That's what I'm saying.
He does.
He doesn't make rock and roll music.
You cannot.
He makes hip hop. He makes rap. He does this thing. We do not have a hip hop Hall of Fame, and we do not have a rap Hall of Fame. So therefore, it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, because the country music don't go into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They got their own situation going on. So that's a whole nother thing. But that's all good. But congrats to him. But what do you think about him sending the olive branch to Damon Dash? All them years of beef, for 20 years of beef.
I think that's a beautiful thing.
And I think that's what the coolest thing of the whole speech. It was like, in that moment, he says, I can't forget where I came from. It wouldn't have happened without what we built. And it was like, so you think once you get to that certain level, you feel a certain kind of way about life, we just like, you know what? I forgive everybody. I forgive everything.
I think to get to that level, you have to let certain things go, or you'll be blocking, your gifts. And I think Jay-Z, he wants to take it to another level. So I think he just wanted to move on. You can't harbor that type of,
well,
I don't want to say hate, but you can't harbor that type of disagreement and still mentally focus to get to be your greatest. You understand? Some things you have to let go in order to,
Yeah, like I said, I feel like the rock and roll thing, because what other rappers was in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Did any other rappers get in there?
Did Nelly make it?
It's possible.
I think Nelly made it.
Weren't you a Nelly fan at one point?
Nah.
I
like some of his music,
Okay,
but I never was a Nelly fan.
I thought you had a St.
I liked
Louis.
a few cuts by Nelly.
You had a St. Louis shirt and a St. Louis hat, and you was
I was a Luda. I love Luda.
Luda. I said it was Luda. I know it was somebody you like.
Ludacris.
Somebody you like, but yeah. So the Hall of Fame thing, like I said, I'm glad he reached out to Dame Dash, and they squashed that. Remember, just a few months ago, they was going through an NFT situation where they was in court suing them back and forth. So now they talking about, and Dame Dash said, let's just settle out of court. So we'll see how this goes.
They settle out of court. We
don't know.
Dame smart. He real smart. He's smart than a lot of people give him. He's smarter than a lot of people give him credit for. So if that decision was made, it was definitely a business decision, and I'm pretty sure that he feel as though he's going to be compensated in a proper manner. But I'm glad they did that, man. I'm glad them brothers did that, man. Shout out to them, man. But you just said, okay, this the happy boy, the cowboy hat, and all that, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The country guy.
Who?
What's his name? Nas X or whatever his name is.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
You don't know who I'm talking about?
Nah.
The boy making the happy boy making all the noise and out there in the industry right now.
You know what?
The one that was pregnant on his cover.
I don't know, but you gotta say
Nas X, bro.
I don't know. Just gotta.
He's gonna go down as a country rapper. You understand that, right?
No, I really don't care about that.
You just said that. Never mind.
I never mentioned him. I said Nelly.
I understand what you were saying, but you were saying that Jay-Z is not rock and roll. He's a rock and roll. Yeah, he converted. He transmitted rock and roll into rap. People do it with jazz. Artists do it with country music. Yeah, it's all types of music that's converted into rap music that comes out and makes it a different genre.
But hip hop, it just has its own thing. That's what I was saying. It's like
hip hop doesn't change though.
Right.
It doesn't evolve. Hip hop doesn't evolve. It
evolved, but you gotta understand it's still hip hop. But that's
all right.
But your boy Scottie Pippen is he upset about. Did you watch the Jordan documentary yet?
No, I haven't.
You still didn't watch it.
No, I haven't.
Out of 30 shows we supposed to watch it, you still didn't watch it.
I was supposed to watch it.
Yeah, I remember I talked about The Last Dance of Michael Jordan, and I was like, the whole thing was 6 parts to it. But all right, so anyway.
Why you ain't send me the links? Because you usually just text me the links.
It's called Netflix.com. I don't know what links I'm supposed to give you. Netflix.com. The Last Dance, Michael Jordan. But,
okay.
So Scottie Pippen, he's upset right now.
Right.
And he feels like that. First of all, he's writing a book now,
right?
And it's called Unguarded. Scottie Pippen. I feel like every time somebody comes out with a book, they got to have some kind of either scrutiny or some kind of controversy to make the book sell. And I feel like this is the one he chose because he says that Michael Jordan was selfish, and he felt like The Last Dance was all about him, and he felt like it was gonna be more about, the team. And I'm like, dude, so.
Jordan is selfish, man. Jordan is one of the biggest on the planet. I'm not going to give you the full format of it, but Jordan is, he is selfish, and he's not a very nice person.
All right, so let me ask, how many Scottie Pippen sneakers did you wear?
None.
Exactly. And so at the end of the day, Jordan was Jordan. Like Jordan is. Like,
not that
Jordan,
they wasn't hot. I probably didn't get my hands on.
Nah, man.
I'm pretty sure some nice looking Scottie Pippens.
Jordans were hotter than Scottie Pippens.
Okay.
Period.
Oh yeah, Jordan is
right.
What's hot?
So
Yeezy's not even bigger than Jordan.
But sometimes we're gonna touch on that. No, we are. We definitely gonna touch on that. You know what I mean? We're gonna touch on that.
Okay.
But the whole thing I'm saying about Scottie Pippen whining and crying like a little baby, I'm like, dude, you're not the one. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're the two. And it's like, he's acting like we all didn't watch the games. And it's like, okay, we know you can't exist without him. He can't exist without you. But he was still Jordan. He still carried that team. He still did his thing. So he wants it to be more about him. He felt like Jordan didn't talk enough about him.
Well, I mean, you would have to live it in order to really speculate on it, and he actually lived it. He actually helped win those 6 championships.
Of course he did.
He was just a bigger part of it as Jordan was. Jordan was just the bigger star. I just feel like Jordan had his time in the light. I mean, come on, man. Let your brothers eat too. I mean, Jordan, it can't just keep being about Jordan. Like I said, let your brothers get some of this light.
I feel like Scottie Pippen I feel like he now wants to be relevant again.
I don't think that.
What you mean? Why would he?
He might be a little bitter.
He
might be a little bitter, but I don't think he's trying to be relevant.
He watched The Last Dance. He didn't like how he was betrayed in The Last Dance, and so
he has that right, though, right? Because if you say anything or write anything about him, that's a representation. So he has every right to nitpick it as much as he would like.
But this is why I say Scottie Pippen needs help, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like ever since his divorce, he's been going through some changes. Remember, he had an issue with his wife.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Money issues.
Well, she banged whoever she banged, and then now they left with whoever he left. I think it was another NBA player, but I feel like ever since, no, really, I'm just saying, it is what it is. Like, she left him for the Bull. I think it was in Houston, but I don't remember, but.
Younger? Still playing in the league? What? What?
I don't remember the exacts, but
since
the end
you're
of
trying to give the people the tea, let's give us the whole cup of tea.
I don't want it to be about Scottie Pippen and his wife banging out on him. You know what I mean? I don't really know what the full story is, but ever since that, it's like he was going through something.
Right.
You know what I mean? For like, he's having an issue.
Right.
Because he called, one of the greatest coaches of all time racist. Remember that?
I remember that.
You know what I mean? But now he's pulling that statement back. He said he had more great times with Phil than he did with not. And he says at the moment during the game, he wanted the ball. Right. But now he's older and he's watching it. And he thinks about it. He doesn't feel the same way. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm pretty sure it could have been some envy there.
Well, because
but who wouldn't want to be Jordan? Think about it.
But he's talking about
you on the bench.
It wasn't Jordan though.
What?
The ball went to
Oh, you talking about when Kukoc popped that 3?
Yeah, he felt some kind of way about that.
I mean, but the thing about it is 2 sides of that. The team won. They won that game, so he should have been happy about the win and not about who took the shot. But, he a competitor. That's why Scottie Pippen is who Scottie Pippen is. People, who don't want to take that shot? Who? Ben Simmons.
Why are you bringing him up?
I'm just saying. Scottie wanted the shot.
Well, all right. How do you bring up Ben? All right. You tell me don't talk about Ben Simmons, right?
But Scottie wanted the shot,
But you brought up Ben Simmons.
I'm just saying, man.
So now I should go in on Ben Simmons because you brought him up.
No, don't go in on him.
Because they finding him again. $350,000 a game right now. They find him all over again.
Well, he wants to see the team doctors now, though.
Right, but
He wasn't talking to the team at first, but as soon as they touched that chicken,
Yeah, right. Well, and the Celtics actually,
I'm going to cooperate.
he might go to the Celtics.
Because his checks
now.
is big bag. I mean, heavy.
I don't know. See,
his checks
I think
is
the whole
heavy.
thing sucked when we talk about Ben Simmons. I don't like the energy. See how
All right,
did
you
that?
know what? Let me do chicken.
Yeah, right. But hold on. But just to close out on Scottie Pippen's crybaby self, man,
Right.
because I was going somewhere with it because I feel like ever since he went through his divorce with his wife,
Right.
he's been a different Scottie now. He's
Okay.
blaming everybody. He's pointing at everybody. He's unhappy about somebody. He even said him and Michael Jordan was not that close as y'all see. He says on the court they was, but off the court they wasn't.
Right.
And I'm like, that happens a lot.
Right.
Like sometimes if you playing sports with somebody, you ain't gotta be your best friend.
Nah.
Just throw me the ball and make the tackle.
That's two different personalities.
Right. And
So
so
he probably was into two different things.
right.
That's when I felt like when LeBron went out to Miami, that life they was living out there, I don't think he was ready for that.
Who wasn't ready?
LeBron James wasn't ready for that Miami
why
life.
Why you say he wasn't ready?
Because it was a lot of weirdo sus stuff that was going on.
So what happened?
And I don't think I mean,
So what happened?
he
to
was
LeBron?
wet behind the ears for that type of situation.
So what happened to LeBron that made you?
He
say that?
left Miami.
All right. So
Why would you leave that situation? Why wouldn't you stay?
paycheck? he left because he was.
Okay.
He left because of the paycheck. for
If you
LA.
say so. I just think some things was going on around him in the party that
Nah,
kind of
he-
like blew his mind, and he was like, "I gotta get up out of here, bro. They tripping."
He talked about he started his
These
own film
cats is
company.
tripping.
He started his own film company.
Okay.
And film production in LA and Hollywood. He wanted to do Hollywood.
Okay.
So he had to live out in Hollywood to do Hollywood films.
Okay, I know that part.
I mean, that's why he wanted to. I mean, he done lived his life how he wanted to live. He like, listen, I want because Miami's nice weather too.
Right.
But the movies aren't in Miami like in Hollywood. So he was
Right,
like,
that's true.
so now there's a couple movies that he actually produced.
Okay.
So that's kind of where that came from.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You know.
I'm with that.
But-
I owe Colin Kaepernick an apology. I did watch.
finally
Colin,
watched it?
Yeah, Colin
My
Kaepernick, black and
My
white.
man, my
I
man.
owe him a true apology.
My man.
You
My
know,
man.
and that was good. That's probably gonna get a globe.
I'm just gonna get a globe because I hate the way it ended. I think it sucked the way it ended.
Mm-hmm.
I think they might have ran out of money on the budget. You know, because Ava DuVernay said they worked on it for 3 years.
It was beautiful from beginning to end.
It was beautiful from the middle to the middle.
I
because-
like the actors and the actresses that they used for the movie. And the part that blew my mind the most was when he went on the date, when he went on the dance with the Ebony girl, and the mother put the picture of him and the Ebony girl and shoved it into a drawer. But then when she went out with the porcelain princess, she put that up and mounted it on the mantelpiece.
I mean,
That was deep.
But-
And that's his mother.
so
So that show you the two different worlds.
so well now you finally seen it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the slavery comparison?
I didn't think it.
Exactly.
I think
Let's
it
talk
was
about
overblown.
that.
I
That's
think
my
that
point.
was totally overblown.
Right. I think he lost his mind.
No,
He-
I ain't blaming Kaepernick. I'm blaming the media and the people who attacked him on that. When I saw that, it was nothing like how people blew it up. Oh, he said slavery and the NFL has got slaves.
I don't
and
know. Maybe
that
you-
wasn't nothing. It was no comparison to that.
Maybe you took a oodles of noodle or a popcorn break, but you didn't see in the beginning when the guys were shackled in chains on the slave auction block.
I like Cheetos in my oodles and noodles.
All right,
we
well-
call them Chi-Chis.
I don't know what y'all call them. I never lived that life. I couldn't tell you. Whatever you, I know nothing about that life. You know what I mean? Only Chi-Chi's I know is the restaurant. You know what I mean? I don't know nothing else. And so, like I said, you must have had
That's Chili's. It's Chili's, not Chi-Chi's. You talking about
No,
Chili's?
it's a Chi-Chi's
It's a
restaurant.
Chi-Chi's?
No, down
Oh, wow.
south, it's a Chi-Chi's. Yeah.
Okay.
It's down south situation going on, Mexican
okay.
spot and all that.
Yeah, man,
But-
I didn't see it that way.
All right,
I just
but
didn't see it that way.
It happened.
I seen it.
Did you see the guy? Did you see him in shackles?
I didn't see no whips. I ain't see nobody getting ripped away from their family. I ain't see nobody being called the N-word or
All right,
being
come back.
beat.
All right, come back.
All I
Come
saw
back.
was how they had the slaves up on the auction,
All right, come back. Right. That's terrible, right there. From
on the
rip, that's
auction
terrible.
box,
That's
and
terrible.
they was measuring their measurables. That's it. The NFL does the same thing. to all their athletes.
NFL. All right, so let's just clear the air because
Okay.
it makes no sense. Okay,
They do it though. They
right.
do it.
All right, listen.
Okay.
Listen. You listen? You
Right.
ready?
Right.
All right. You cannot ever say the NFL Combine is comparison to slavery because, one, what slave is making millions of dollars? Two, there's whites and blacks going through the Combine. And three, you're free. It's not like you're tied in shackles. It has nothing to do with no You can't even compare that. That's a
So if I switch a bag of Frosted Flakes and put it in a Cheeto box, that don't mean it's still Frosted Flakes. It don't matter who,
right, so-
white, black.
Okay.
If you in that facility, that's what that facility is for. They're looking for flaws.
sound crazy.
They looking for flaws, man. They measure your feet, your hands, your arms, your width, everything. And that's what they used to do with slaves
right,
before they
listen,
sold them.
listen.
Because that's how you know what the price, what a slave was worth by getting their measurables.
I'm gonna tell you how crazy you sound. Because last week we talked about this and you said you didn't agree. I said you
Until I saw black and white.
Okay, so now you see black and white and you think
Yes.
now that slavery and the NFL goes together?
He's not saying that.
No, he showed that. But all right.
He's giving a comparable. He's comparing.
Okay, fine.
And it's not like he's saying they went and just went in the hood and grabbed a bunch of brothers and brought them to the Combine and you know, did like, you know, the slave, like when it was slavery. That wasn't what he was saying.
That's exactly what he said.
And then when I saw the documentary, it was like clear to me.
No,
It was so clear
Well,
to
you're
me.
the only one, right? You're the only one that's seen that that slavery and the Combine goes together. So you're
Yeah,
the
it
only one that
does.
sees that.
In my opinion.
All right, I don't know what's wrong with your brain, but all right, that's
My
your
brain
brain.
is fine, bro.
If you think slavery and the NFL Combine goes together, okay, so how do you explain the white players go through Combine also? Are they enslaved
Because
too?
everything evolves.
Oh, so there's white slaves now.
Yes.
All right, so Henry Ruggs, man, I gotta cut this guy. Henry, I can't do this.
It's called evolution. It's called evolution.
All right, Henry.
And the revolution will not be televised.
All right, Henry Ruggs, man.
Okay, go ahead.
Sad story. You know what I mean? Because I'm done with the black and white thing. Because it's,
Okay.
you know. But it did make me look at Colin Kaepernick different and see what he went through. But
I
anyway,
love Colin.
I ain't said I didn't love him. I said look at him different, see what he went through.
Great
Because he
documentary.
was adopted by two.
Netflix, go watch.
He was adopted by two white parents. He was a black kid living in a white person's world, and he was just saying how he always been going through this stuff. So it just let us see that he's been dealing with part of his life. So
And his parents didn't
Right.
understand. His parents didn't understand. His parents loved him. That's what
Right.
made it
right,
kind of like wow, because they loved him.
right.
But they didn't understand
Of course not.
the
Just
world
like-
that he
right,
lived in,
which is why-
and what he was going
Which
through.
is why when he first had soul food, he was like, okay, this is good. And when he first got his hair braided, he had to go, But all right, so as I was saying,
Oh, and time out.
The sad
He wasn't
situation-
just no athlete playing the quarterback position. He was taught by the best how to play the position. Also, he was very, very passionate
what does that
about
guy
being
what
a
does that
quarterback
guy do with anything?
because they took that away from him.
He took it away from himself.
All right, go ahead. Where you was going? Where you was going?
He took it away from himself.
All right. I got off that bus. Where you going?
This man, I'm back on the bus. This guy,
Get off the bus.
he went to the Combine. He had an option to try out,
Right,
right?
right.
And he said he want to bring his home camera crew.
Right,
Newsflash.
right.
There's no NFL player that brought their camera crew to the NFL Combine. They don't let you do it. It doesn't happen. So he's not going to be able to do
So
it either.
what other player but him was trying to be blackballed by the NFL?
Tons. I go all the way back to Eric Dickerson. What you talking about? That's nothing new. They've been blackballing players. What you talking about? He's not the first one blackballed. He's just the first one took a knee.
Okay.
But the sad thing about Henry Ruggs, man,
Right.
I want to tell everybody, because those that don't know, Henry Ruggs, he was playing with the LA Raiders, receiver, came out of Alabama. He was he got a ring 2017, Roll Tide, got a ring. He got drafted in 2020, like 12th pick, and he threw his whole life away because he's speeding 156 miles an hour, right? 127 miles when he hit the brakes and slammed in the back to the RAV4. And unfortunately, the people died. That was sad. But the whole point of this,
Wasn't she still in the car burning?
yes, that's what I was sad. Like, and there was nobody to tell it, because somebody probably would have ran and poured her out.
You weren't pulling her out of that, bro.
No,
That was Disco Inferno
listen.
right there.
You have people that if it's a busy day, they can run and pull you out of cars.
Not while it's on fire.
They do all the time.
Dog, this was not no regular fire. That car was like somebody just dumped a barrel of gasoline over top of it.
People do it all the time.
Well, they was gonna get burnt with her.
Sometimes they do. They call them heroes.
Okay.
But there were no heroes out there that night, unfortunately.
Wasn't nothing you could do about that situation.
But my point is that I feel like his girlfriend is the problem.
Why you say that?
And I'm gonna tell you why his girlfriend's the problem. And
Why?
and this anybody listening, man, if you guys gotta pick who you have in your life. He's young though. He was 22. He didn't know any better, because they drank supposedly 18 shots. She's in the passenger side as he's speeding. You should have said, "Babe, let's catch an Uber. You're worth this many millions. You shouldn't be even behind the wheel." And they caught him with a firearm in the car. Like, so I feel like you have bad company. It's not like that was the wrong girl to have in his life. Not saying it's her fault why it happened, but I'm like, she was the wrong person to be in his life.
He was going 153 miles an hour.
56.
Okay. How do you blame her for that? He's the man. She's the woman. How do
shouldn't
you blame her?
Because she should have been.
She could have gave advice.
Nah.
But how many of us have having
You know
fun
what?
and got a nice hot piece of booty that we about to run to the crib?
It was his girlfriend. It was his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Right, but not when you See, no.
Yeah.
Nah. See, she's
You
the
ain't
wrong.
thinking about that. You thinking about them yams. He probably was trying to get to
All
it
right,
quick.
well, he got yams in jail. All right,
he
he got all the yams he want now. All right,
He might not go.
He might not. He's already there.
Nobody bailed him out.
He's looking at 46 years.
Man, come on, man. 46 years, stop.
All right, I guess you don't understand that you go to jail, right? If you kill somebody.
It's a dude that just murdered 2 people who might get off. And you talking about giving him 46 years? You talking about a guy that's underage, strapped up, went to a whole different city and murdered 2 people. And it's a possibility, because I've been watching the trial, he might get off.
I mean, so you think he's going
That's
to
a
get
double murder. That's a double
out?
homicide.
So you think he's going to get out?
It's a possibility he's going to walk. Yeah.
I don't know.
Because they making it really, they got a strong case for
You know what?
self-defense.
Your brain
a
is
very strong case for
You know
self-defense.
what? You have the right to your opinion. Your brain is very.
And some of them
something-
people been lying on the stand. So all that stuff counts. He might walk.
Listen, man.
Give that man 46 years for making a mistake. He didn't mean it. I guarantee you he feel like garbage, man. You didn't hear him. You didn't see him crying?
What that got to do with anything?
Why? 46 years?
Yes, he's looking at hopefully not getting the death penalty. So hopefully that's what he's trying to not get the death penalty.
What?
Yeah.
He was under the influence.
Listen, the family already got the lawyers. They're already coming after him. They killed her and the dog. You know, the animal rights, they own it too. So it's a bad situation for him.
I don't even want to laugh, bro.
I didn't
'Cause
say
I
laugh.
almost laughed, but it's not a laughing situation.
Yeah, that's why.
But it ain't no 46-year situation either.
Well, let me change this. Let me give you something to laugh at. I don't want you to laugh at that. That's a bad look. We're going to laugh at the other
I
Raiders
don't want to
player.
laugh at that, but dang, bro, 46 years? Come on.
We're going to laugh. Well, he might get 20, hopefully, right? But
Man, give him 5. If at the most.
and he got a firearm. I don't know Las Vegas. He got a
Let
firearm
him,
in the
you know
car.
what I mean? Come back out, try
But-
to regroup his career, get his life together.
My point
Advocate
is
for drunk driving. He could do all that.
my point is he had the wrong woman in his life, wrong people around him, and that was an issue because
I ain't never had a woman with me say, let's catch an Uber when we've been drinking and smoking. I ain't never.
All right, well, just thank. You know what I mean,
had
thank the creator
chick
that you never
in,
got
in the cockpit go, Lateef.
Did you ever get in a car
Uber.
accident? Did you ever get in a car accident?
No, I haven't.
Right. So just thank the creator that didn't happen to you.
Okay.
Because it'd be a different conversation if you did.
That's true.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. In his situation, he wasn't lucky.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
so,
true.
But a lot of times, I feel like the people in your life make a difference. That's my whole point. My point is that people in your life make a difference in some of the decisions that you make because sometimes you need that voice of reasoning.
That's true.
So you need to have somebody in your life to say, hey, listen, this is not a good idea. Or snatch the keys or whatever happens.
That's true.
So for her to get in the car on the passenger side, and because I get there young, and to fly down with him, that's a problem.
Because it sounded like she was enjoying that ride too.
Right. That's
she
what
get
I'm
hurt?
saying. Right. She was out. I mean, I don't know. She did. I mean,
At 156 and she ain't got no bodily injuries.
well, when they slammed on the brakes, it was at 127.
That's still, woof.
127.
60, 45 will kill you. 127, goodness gracious, goodness, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's
They
a lot
disintegrated that car.
it's a lot of bad things happening. You know, I'm getting all the bastards out the way.
Right.
And it's the dumb guy from I don't call him dumb. I take it back, but he's dumb. But the guy from the Raiders, he just got waived.
Right.
The cornerback.
Right.
He was sitting there on Instagram and
Giving
TikTok.
death threats.
Yeah, with the gun.
Stop.
It's like he's showing the gun though.
That's the biggest dummy we spoke about
Right.
this whole show.
Yeah, you think he's the biggest dummy?
That's the biggest dummy that we spoke about this whole entire
that didn't make
show.
any sense. Like
Yes.
so that was terrible. And you see everybody is, cause man, it's a lot going on. The Astro World thing with Travis Scott, man, that is crazy. That whole festival when 8 people died.
Oh
And
yeah, they got
it's a surge or whatever happened.
Yeah, surge.
But here's the thing that caught my attention.
What was that?
So there's a 9-year-old that was there.
A who?
A 9-year-old kid that was there.
Okay.
On his dad's shoulders.
At the Travis Scott concert.
At the Travis Scott concert.
Okay. I mean, that's a red flag, but go ahead.
The dad passed out because of the too much pressure. He passed out. When he passed out, the son fell.
And they trampled.
They trampled him.
To
So
death?
the 9-year-old kid, he's fighting for his life.
Goodness.
You know what I mean? He got brain damage,
Oh.
organ damage, liver.
Oh.
And I'm sitting there like, why would you have a 9-year-old son at like who does that? At a Travis Scott concert. That's one of them. I can't find a babysitter, so I'm gonna take him. You know what I mean?
Did the dad alive?
Yeah, I think the dad is alive. They didn't say the dad. died.
He hurting though. Dad is hurting. He know it was an idiot. He know it was an idiot move, and he's really paying for that right now.
but
daily,
but
he's
that's-
paying for that daily.
That's what caught my attention. The whole thing that caught my attention was that part of the whole situation. It was like, dang, you got a 9-year-old? And then, I mean, the 14-year-old, the youngest that died, was a 14-year-old kid that was there too. 14-year-old, 16-year-old.
Dang.
Right. It was naming the people that died, but there was a 9-year-old. I'm saying, like, what are you doing? I mean, and they trying to blame him, saying he didn't stop the show. When they said stop the show, 'cause they came on stage and said stop the show
Oh, now they trying to blame him.
from not stopping the show.
Come on, man.
And it's like, you don't know why people coming on your stage. You got 50,000 people, somebody coming on stage. You don't know what's going
They
on.
They always want to find somebody to blame for tragedy.
But just know,
I mean, it's understood that. I mean, that's horrible. I mean, that's just horrible.
but
man.
just know that happens. It happens. It's like
Tag,
there's death at music festivals. His wasn't the only one, so we can't make it look like it's just him.
right.
You know, I be trying to speed through because there's so much going on. You know,
You got something juicy in there?
you already know it. You already know it. You already know it, good brother.
Lad with the pad.
You know what we're gonna talk about?
Let's hear
You
it.
know what we're gonna talk about?
Lad with the pad.
Man, so here's the thing, right?
Right.
Oh, something funny real quick.
Will
Your
Smith.
boy Offset, right?
Offset.
Yo, so
That's so many angles.
So apparently, right?
I heard about this.
He's a which one? Which
Go
one?
ahead,
you talking
rocket,
about?
rocket, go rocket.
The loss. He's in L.A.
Right,
and he got a Bentley.
right,
He rented a Bentley,
right,
$600 a month.
right.
He missed the payment.
$600 a month for a Bentley?
Let me finish. I know. That's what I say. It must be kind of situation going on. But
That's
600
it?
I mean, a day. I take it back.
Oh,
My
okay,
apologies.
that's
I said
better.
that wrong.
All right, that's better.
$600 a day for the
Okay,
Bentley.
okay.
Right?
Right.
He missed the payment. Whatever happened.
One payment.
You made me. I think it might have. Yeah, he missed one. Whatever it was, he missed the
Oh,
payment.
but it must have been a monthly payment.
Right. It gets better though.
All right, go ahead.
He never returns the Bentley.
Oh, come on, Offset.
And so
Cardi could have took care of that for
So
you.
when they said, "Where's the Bentley?" He said, "I don't know where it is."
Stop, man. Are you serious, man? Stop. Come on, man.
So the judge ordered him to pay almost $900,000, almost $1 million, for the Bentley because he said, "I don't know where the Bentley is." He never bought the Bentley back.
900,000?
Nah, yeah, up to because they said they lost about 100,000 or more by him having the car. They couldn't make money with it.
Oh, so they saying they lost 100,000 a month.
At the end of the day, the judge ordered almost $1 million. But what I'm saying is, how do you just steal a Bentley like that? Who does that?
I don't know. He should, come on, man.
Who steals a Bentley?
I thought he was better than that.
But I wanted your opinion on that. Like
That ain't cool.
somebody they call you for the. You say, "I don't know where the car is." That's what he told the judge. I don't know where the car is.
Because he like, y'all gonna hit me. Y'all ain't getting this car back. Go ahead and hit me for it, but y'all ain't getting the car back.
Ain't that crazy? So he pretty much kept the car.
Yeah,
So
he
now we
kept
know he don't pay for his Bentleys.
Dang, bro.
You know, that just came out.
I thought he was getting paper.
Real quick, your boy Beanie Siegel supposed to get $50 million from Kanye.
For what?
He created the name Yeezy. He gave him the name Yeezy. So pretty much the name Yeezy is when they was like in Baseline Studios.
Right.
It was like he one of us. That's a Yeezy, and you know, so Kanye when he was on Drink Champs, he was pretty much saying that he owed him some money. He claimed he couldn't get to him. He said been trying to get to him, but Bean said he got the call. He was doing a concert or something here.
He ain't got to give him nothing, though.
But
he
said
right?
he said he gonna give him $50 million and 5% of the Yeezy stock. That's gonna be crazy. We're gonna see what happens with Beans do with that money. Let's see even if he gets the money, right? But he said that he had his back.
That's somebody showing appreciation right there.
Well, he said the line's worth $1 billion, so he said give him $50 million off of that. But
wow,
we'll see if he was just talking or not just talking.
Okay.
So this is what everybody likes, right? Y'all love when we talk about relationships, right?
Oh yeah,
love we talk about. So. How do you know if you with the wrong person, right? If you dating the wrong person, you're in a relationship with the wrong person. We got 5 things here that's going to tell you you're dating the wrong person.
5?
5 keys. 5 keys.
All right, let's go with 1.
Right. So you're dating the wrong person, all right? So it's like 5 things we're going to hit. So pretty much.
I got to hear this one, bro.
If you have a partner that's always being critical towards you, not being constructive, always criticizing what you do, not bigging you up, and always putting you down.
Red flag.
Yeah, you know.
She gotta go.
But that's him or her too. Remember that. This is in general.
Well, in my situation, she gotta go.
So you got, you know. So remember, if you got somebody in your life, and every time
I need you to be my number 1 fan.
Right. So this person's not your number. So this person's not your number 1 fan.
Right.
Listen, I'm giving y'all tips on relationships so y'all can know how you have to know if you're the right person, if y'all get rid of them or not. So
yep,
you know
that's
what I mean?
one.
So
I
take
agree
these
with
notes,
that one.
right? Because you know, and it's not because constructive criticism is different. That's one thing, but sometimes you got the person that's just like, you know,
I agree
always
with that.
bashing you. You always got an idea. You always want to do something, and they always putting you down. They criticizing how you dress, criticizing what you do. You know, they saying, "Oh, you embarrass me," like, you know, just
that's a level of disrespect.
Oh yeah.
That means they no longer respect you.
Oh yeah.
They are tired of you, and they want you to leave. So just leave.
Right.
All right. What's number 2?
That's all you got to say on that? Because I know you got more to say on that.
I mean, what else is it to say?
Because you always got something to say.
I mean, listen,
All right.
she ain't with you. She ain't in your corner no more. She disrespectful, man.
Right. So
She's highly disrespectful. And don't no man want to be hearing that all day, man.
right.
You know what I mean?
Man or woman, don't matter. But definitely man. You know what I
right.
mean? So also, number two, y'all, number 2. You're with the wrong partner or you dating the wrong partner if their insecurities become controlling.
All right. Explain that to our listening audience.
All right. So if you got somebody that's so insecure that they controlling what you do, what you say, where you go, they don't want you, it's just like they always got something to say because they're insecure.
That can turn into domestic violence.
I'm not talking about the physical part, but definitely it can.
I'm just saying, it can.
But I mean,
Somebody want to watch you go to the bathroom. What time did you leave?
Right.
I'll pick you up from work. I'll pick you up from your mother's house. What time was that? Where you going? Nah, can't wear that. What's
Yeah.
up? We going here. Stay in the house. You better not go out. La 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 la. Come on.
So but that's important. That's, I'm glad you said that because a lot of times people don't realize that when a person's insecure, leave that person. Don't stay in. If a person's insecure and they have a problem, so what you wearing, what you doing, who you talking to, that's going to be a problem.
And that's a sign of weakness. That's a weakness trait.
I don't think it's always weakness.
It is weak.
No, I don't think it's weakness.
If you're worrying about what somebody else doing, if somebody else can do something that affects you, that's a weak trait.
Well, let's, for example,
Only person should affect you is you.
Well, see, I didn't say there's some asterisks on some of these. Like, there's some conditions. For example, if you got the butt cheeks on the internet, you know what I'm saying? with the thongs on, with the butt cheeks and the G-string. You know what I'm saying? You don't want her to wear that. You know what I mean? So
I'm all right with that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
she can do that.
So it all depends on what it is.
I'm all right with that. She could do that.
You know, you know, because they had that controlling behavior. You know, so another thing that's a problem.
What's that?
A big problem.
Number 3.
Well, no. You know what? Also, got to touch on if they want you to change who you are.
Oh, definitely.
If you can't be who you are in a relationship,
we ain't doing
then
that.
you need to leave that person.
Exactly.
You got to be exactly who you are.
You're not the one for them.
Right. They want you to change.
If you got to switch up, you're not the one for them.
Because you're not going to be able to stay that way anyway. Because
Right.
if you try to change for somebody, eventually
Right.
it's going to come back. Your regular habits are going to come back who you are.
Right.
So that's not going to, you know.
Right.
And dang. Oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I'm supposed to say this in between. So if y'all like what y'all hearing so far, like, comment, subscribe,
And share.
You know, check us out all platforms.
Word of mouth.
Yeah,
Keep that word of mouth moving.
You know, Facebook, Instagram,
Because it's
YouTube.
about to turn up.
Right.
It's about to get real litty.
Right. All right. So here's an obvious one.
What number?
4.
All right.
You know, if you find yourself thinking about
4. 4.
that ain't even how Brother Man did it. But if you find yourself thinking about another person being somewhere else,
Right.
or another lifestyle,
Right.
you need to leave that person. Because obviously you're not thinking about being with that person, wanting to be with that person. So if you find yourself thinking about other people while you're with that person, that means you're with the wrong person.
All right. So if I'm with her,
You're in a relationship or married,
but I'm fantasizing, or am I thinking about being with another woman?
both. Think about another woman, period. Not a celeb, just a different person that you know.
I don't know, man. That's kind of borderline.
Well, they gotta understand. Okay, so here's what y'all don't understand. You shouldn't be thinking about another person if you're in a relationship. That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't be. Your mindset shouldn't be there.
Why not?
Because you should be thinking about the person that you with, and the person you will own it.
Yeah, but you can't think about them all day, 24/7.
If you can't think about
all your life, like, come on.
I didn't say 24/7, but if you're thinking about Grace and you with Mary, then you should.
It depends on how you thinking about them too. Somebody gonna
Sexually.
enter. Somebody
It's
gonna
sexually.
enter your
all
mind.
all this is sexually. All this is you want to pipe. It's all sexual. Let's just cut the filter.
Are you gonna want to pipe a lot of women though?
But what I'm saying, and even lifestyle, you just want to be living with somebody else and doing something different. In other words, you could be with the wrong person and not realize it. You can just get out of that
All
situation.
right. So if I'm with a woman and I want to pipe other women, that means that woman is wrong for me because I want to pipe other women.
Just be single.
No, that don't add up.
It do add up.
No, it don't.
You don't have to
As
be
long as you a man, you gonna want to get some new cookie. That's just the way it is. That don't mean you don't love her. You just want something different.
I switch it because I said both, right? Women and men. So if the woman is thinking that,
If the woman thinking about being with another man other
Right.
than me,
right, and you laying
Hey, let her do-
so
hey.
so you lay in the bed with her every night, but she want to go be with Jerome.
let her go.
Yeah, you know, Dad gonna
Let her go.
you gonna let her go with Jerome?
Hey,
Because remember,
I
asked
can't
you,
stop her if she want. If
I
that's
didn't-
something that she wants to do,
I didn't say
I
if you
can't
can
stop her.
I didn't say you could stop her, but remember when we talked about what if she want to bring another man in the bedroom, you felt some kind of way. You remember that?
If she want to bring another man in the bedroom,
Right. Remember the whole threesome thing?
no, she can't do that. But she
Right.
can bring another woman in the bedroom.
Right. But what I'm saying, but you just said she can go with Jerome.
Yeah, so what?
So she can. So you.
That's her body.
So
That's
you.
her.
So you don't care if your woman mess with other men.
Nah, man, sex ain't got nothing to do with how you feel about a person. That ain't got nothing to do with love.
All right, yo, he's lying today
and
for some
commitment.
reason. I don't know who you.
Why are you trying to bait me though?
I'm not. I'm
You
just
trying to
I'm
get
not.
me to say what you want me to say.
No,
not what I feel.
Because I'm trying you. I want you to keep it 100. That's it.
I'm keeping it 100.
'Cause- come on, man. We know.
I had an epiphany, and it's said that no one belongs to no one. You just don't. People out there, oh, that's my girl. Okay.
Nah, but when you're married, it's different. But the whole point is
It
that
ain't different when you marry me either. It's just a piece of paper that connected y'all together. That's law. Oh, she's bonded to you. Is she?
man, it's gonna be interesting, man.
Is she really?
Yeah. See, you definitely ain't keeping 100 though.
There should never be marriages popping off out here ever. No one should never get married. I'm serious.
Yo,
I'm dead serious.
Yo, you mad funny right now.
Dog, you know how many people on this planet?
Listen, man.
You're going to be locked into one person for your entire life, bro. Really? You know how boring that is?
Didn't say it wasn't boring. At the end of the day, what we're talking about. Here's the thing. It's cool
I
to be.
did it for love.
So
20 years went by. I could have had some of the most magnificent punani on the planet.
So why not just be single?
But I did it for love.
Why not just be single then? That's my whole point.
Because it's a partner. She your business partner in life.
Not
She
always.
She ain't just something that you possess. She not your, this is my car. No one can drive my car. No, she's a human being.
So you condone cheating.
It's not cheating. She doesn't belong to you.
So
and you don't belong to her.
So you don't believe in cheating ever?
No one's cheating.
Okay.
No
All
one
right.
cheated. Where?
Okay.
It's not cheating.
Oh, cool. All right.
You don't belong, man. Sex.
All right. So infidelity don't exist to you.
All I'm saying too is you and her get along together, and y'all get along just fine.
Yo.
And y'all building together.
Episode
and
30
y'all
is
live
the
in the
BS
house.
show, y'all.
And y'all live in the same house.
This the BS show, y'all.
Y'all live together.
Episode 30, the BS show.
Sex should not be the. You know what I mean? Don't let sex destroy a good thing, man. Just don't do it.
All right, so pretty much, I ain't even gonna say that. I won't put you.
Why though? Why do people
cool.
get so upset though? Explain that to our listening audience. Why do people get so upset because someone decided that they just wanted to have something different?
Because you can always be single.
With so much variety in the world.
Okay, so
there's so much variety.
Right.
And someone decided, I just want something. I love you. I do. I just want something different.
So why not be single and be a player? And play the game the right way.
Ain't no
Don't be a
such-
phony player. That's called a phony player.
No, it's not.
A real player is going to be single and be a player.
What is single?
You
Tell
know
me
what I
what
mean?
single is. Explain single to our listening
Man,
audience.
let me go to number 5. You trying to pretend like, you know what I'm saying? You trying to pretend like, okay.
Woo!
Yeah, you know you tripping, but it's all good, though.
Billions.
It's all for the show. Entertainment.
Billions.
So, number 5, you with the wrong person. If they stop laughing at your jokes and they don't find it have a sense of humor. So if y'all laugh all the time and have a good time all the time, and all of a sudden they don't find nothing you say funny anymore,
Maybe you're not funny anymore.
that means y'all need to get it. Nah, I mean no.
Hold up.
Because let me tell
So
you
I'm gonna
something.
get rid of a damn good woman because she just stopped laughing
Yeah,
at
you
my
laugh.
jokes.
Yeah, that exactly. Laughing at my jokes, you gotta go. because the corniest dude with the jokes, the chick, she really like him. She laugh at his jokes. She laugh at his
A
jokes.
woman that is really into you, a woman that really likes you, I laugh at the most silliest things.
That's my point. So when
You
she
could
stop
just
laughing,
you could just look
Right.
at, you could just look at her and
Right.
and she'll be like,
that's my point.
yeah, but I mean, yeah, you might be right.
I thank you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Tyrone might be.
Somebody else got her attention because she like
Dexter.
Right, she can't wait to get away from you.
Yeah, Dexter might be. Dexter
Right.
might be.
Right. So when
Might be.
so if you drive in the car and you telling a joke or whatever, and they look at you like, oh, that's it? That's funny? I can believe you said that to me. It's like, yo, all right, so you don't laugh at none of my jokes.
Yeah,
and you don't
yeah.
find me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's once y'all lose that sense of humor.
Right.
Now, if you're just two corny people, because there's some corny people out there, they just corny and they ain't funny. And
Right.
But those people that have a good time, they laugh all the time.
Right.
They laugh at anything.
Right. Yeah, once
whatever.
the laughing stop, yeah,
Right.
it's basically over.
Right. So that was the whole point with that.
But you know what? Next week, I was at this party, and it was a bunch of women there, and somebody asked a room full of women if size matters. Right? And basically, what I had said, I ain't in the NBA, but I'm in the summer league. I could come off the bench. You know what I mean? So next show, we going to.
I'm just going. I already know how to do it. Listen, sometime, man.
You should have heard them women, boy. Woo! That's a serious question. Does size matter?
Yeah. All right. So on that note, we thank y'all for tuning in to Billionaire Radio. I'm your host, Big Arm. Woo! Co-host. Over here to laugh.
No, you the laugh.
No, laughing.
Oh, laughing.
Over here,
you
the laughing hyena over here. My co-star over here.
With the pad.
Co-host. You know what I mean?
Summer League. I'm in the Summer League.
Like, comment,
I can
subscribe.
come off the bitch.
Like, comment, subscribe. You know, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We thank y'all for tuning in. Sponsored by an outfit for you.
Some cats ain't even in the Summer League. They can't even get on the bus, man. They won't even let them on the bus. Oh, no.
Billions.
Yes. Oh, man.
Y'all know who it is. It's your highness, hashtag chick with the juice. It's Juicy Baby, the party.